And thank you, Facebook viewers. 5K doesn't happen all the time. Osofo.
Senior.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Now, Angel, where's your ejuma?
Oh, Minja ejuma.
So what is happening?
Good evening to your wonderful viewers. Before I answer your question, I want to say this. Any day, any time, if there's any nonsense going on in this country, I will rise and talk. I will keep shouting. I'll keep pointing the mistakes. If you're a politician, it is your responsibility to either like me or hate me because you don't fit me. And until we begin to do that, we can never, ever save this country. I am not afraid. I am not worried. I am not perturbed. I am not disturbed. I am a happy man. I am enjoying my family. And the 30 days they say I should stay home. Thank God, man. Charlie, many beji bruta.
Or they say stay home for 30 days?
Yes, 1 month. Now,
but Captain, are you not a member of the management of Angel?
Well, I am the director of operations for ABN.
ABL is what?
ABN is Angel Broadcasting Network.
Okay.
Yes.
How many radio stations in there?
We have more than 20.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yes.
And you are operations manager for all of these radio stations?
Director of operations, yes.
Director of operations for all of that?
For ABN, yes. I was home yesterday after my birthday bash on the radio and TV. The CEO called me.
Who's the CEO, by the way?
Bronzy.
Okay. Bronzy is a nickname. What's his name?
I think Champo.
Okay, Mr. Champo.
Yes. Called me that he has something to tell me. And then he started talking. There's so much pressure coming from left, center, right on the founder and president and blah, blah, blah. So he wants me to call the president.
He wants you to call the president?
Yes, the president, I mean our founder and president.
Oh, your
Dr.
founder,
Kweku
okay.
Oting.
Angel Dr. Kwesi Oting.
Kweku Oting.
Kweku Oting, okay.
But I shouldn't let him know that he asked me to call him. I said, what's happening?
This is getting interesting.
So I told him on the phone that the night before yesterday, na menya information saying Crawford share or coffee shop or a plan with some people already.
Coffee shop here in
Oh, massa.
Laboni coffee shop.
Exactly. I mean, Captain Smart is becoming too loud. He's making some people unpopular. He's making this unpopular. He's doing that and that. A whole lot of things. So yesterday on air, I said that, look, if today, Kweku Oting says, Captain, praise God, I will leave. Because I am not a lazy person. Yes, my brain works, Papa. And I'm afraid, Doc.
Doc is Kweku Oting.
Yes, that's right. It's Crawford friend who are buying their church on the letters from Ghana Revenue Authority, GRA4 Tata no Nina is because Eseme Kasadodo. I'm saying
GRA4 Tata so on the one sika na.
Well, I don't know. These are the things he said.
That's what he said.
Yes.
All because I say Captain Smart Kasadodo.
Yes. I'm saying and then also ya catch and say me say 7. Nana Adone Dr. Bawumia Alancha Martini IGP. Ye Jimmy for. Now me say on air. No, say yes, you said it on air. I'm so penny. Met me can be a warrior. But to go to that extent, to say that the president of the land, the vice, the IGP, and Alancha Martin, Jimmy Ford, no. If you can provide me with the evidence, I will apologize to the world and resign from your company.
But your shows are recorded.
I mean, they are on Facebook Live. Conversation, of course, one or can say, and nam sa pressure into no. Send ye point juma. Obepe say, anka ben tweme ho kakra. Na ade no mu dwa pressure na ye de man no ba for man. I'm so okay. If that is what is going to help you. Because I'm just one individual, or you have this whole lot of companies. If Captain Smart alone would bring your company down, why not? I'll do that for you. It's Enemy Kwejuma. Started the show. After the intro, then he called, said, pressure Samba Bium.
Say now start it.
Mr. T show, no?
You call it
Anopa Bofo.
Anopa Bofo, yes.
And you know, I'm so okay. And we
at about what time no Frel? Because 5:30 they are how much?
No, me started 5:30. 5, I think 7 minutes after 6 in the morning. And no Frel. I'm so okay, senior. Let's know.
Why in the Frel?
Dr. Kokote.
Onwankasa.
Onwankasa.
Seseng.
Say in common you're born and run any idea no or can say can main train and then I'm saying no, you said let me work today. No, since sign communication it's here now. When you call crashes here, it's okay. Senior, let me drop this.
Oh, so you had to stop the show?
Yes, so I did.
But you have news at 6.
Yes.
So this is after the news?
That's before the news ended.
Before the news? Oh, so the news was going on when
yes.
he spoke to you?
And then I said, okay.
So did you go back after the news to
No, I
sign
did
off?
not. So the other team members had to continue and then that's it. So he told me he sent the general manager of 1029, that's Kojo Singh, to bring me a letter. Yesterday around 10:49 thereabout, I saw my brother calling. He said he has something for me. I said, what do you have for me? He said, I've been asked to bring you a letter. I said, letter at this time? I will not be allowed to step out. If it is about me stepping out for some time, I just spoke to doctor. So there's no need for that letter. I saw him, took a shot of it, sent it to me on WhatsApp, and that's it.
What is in the letter?
Well, the letter says that I've been too hard on Nanado, the vice president.
In the letter?
In the letter. I mean, they said I've been using some harsh words on the president and the vice president and then the IGP, and that he's called me on several occasions to stop those things and I'm not stopping and all that. And for that matter, I should proceed on suspension for 1 month and then after 1 month I resume. So they gave a date that's today, and then next month, 4th
June.
4th June.
You're supposed to resume on the 4th of June.
That's what the letter says.
So technically it's a suspension.
That's what the letter says.
For assets where using unprintable words against high profile
according
public
to the
officials.
letter.
Okay, but what has been the focus of your morning show by the last?
You see, I have decided. You did Faber also this evening.
Yes, yes.
You just did Faber also.
Yes. That's what you call Faber also.
Yes.
We call it the editorial.
Yes. Faber also is facing the reality all other broadcasters are afraid to talk about.
No holds barred.
No. You pick the issue, you research, you call people with brains to feed you with the needed information so you can also give it out. Sometimes.
And it's called Faber also.
Faber also.
And it's every day?
It's Mondays and Wednesdays.
What time?
From 8:30.
Oh, okay. So Monday, 8:30, Faber also. So the traffic is coming there?
Yes.
The whole Facebook traffic is coming there?
It's always there. Mondays and Wednesdays. Then I have the Anopeja. The show is Anopa Bofo. Then we have the Morning Fire, the Anopeja. Right after the news, you throw some small fire.
Against who, the fire?
No, I mean, issues happening. And this whole thing, was about, from Galamsey, and then to Yeka Dear as of mine.
Oh, the national debt, yes.
Yes, and it started from the IGP.
Why?
You remember saying that you police photo by heart. Yes, bullion van police need to be able to only bulletproof. Police need them heart kuno. And I was like, really? We live in a country, 21st century, and police officers are sitting in bullion vans with this long-wheeled weapons. Say police in two no or the shed door in change say na wasa to door nim. It is say obi nipa boni bi even want to attack them. They di kind of car ni movie no as say obi door no. And so what tweet no na baby a woti obi then na obetimi kura by the time I obet tweet no kura no the nipa na kum.
Yeah.
It drew time I say you jaisa. And I said it and I will repeat.
So you are talking about the arrangement of the police people when they are on patrol.
Exactly.
You think they should hold a gun themselves, a small gun?
I mean, they should have some side arms. That makes it easier for them.
Why were you blaming the IGP for that?
But who is in charge?
Okay, he is, yeah, of course.
He is. And I said that, look, when you're careful about the West IGP, because he had already gone on radio, promised that you had 2 police in Fakatuem.
Yes.
Akatuanebay.
I don't know.
Amma.
Oh, you're sure about that?
Amala.
We'll check here.
Amma. Till today, ask the police
We'll check your
officers.
Ministry of Finance.
Oh, Ohene, am I? I will not sit on this huge platform.
Okay. Inti Ambano.
And then I said that, look, IG, when you're careful, who had the West IG? Then somebody from somewhere calls me and say that on man peniphobia, on we penny for protection. A man will say, you need to keep quiet. And I said, me, keeping quiet. Now, I'm sure innocent police officers, they don't sleep. They are the people to protect us. And they are being killed like Nkoko. And you want me to keep quiet? I would not.
Okay, so this Faber also is focused on the security of the police.
This one was, it's talks about a host of other issues. You know, this one was on the security, and then about Galamsey. I said that Galamsey is going on in Chebi. It's still going on there. And I said that if Nanado, my president, I admire so much, if he really want to paint a very beautiful picture that he is really on against the fight against Galamsey, he should stop the Galamsey and want to. And I will say it again.
Did you show videos of the Galamsey?
Oh, I did. So
you showed videos?
I did. So
you have the videos?
I did.
And
so
the videos show that this is Chebi?
So Galamsey.
Not Esiakwa, not Achim Kutuku, not Swedro.
When you say, everybody knows. My team members were invited by some chiefs. And I said that, look, Galamsey ni Jaya, stop Ukromu. And I will say it again, Nanado.
No,
if you are indeed watching me, I am saying that
he may not be watching
Galamsey no Jaya, stop Ukromu Galamsey first.
Okay, but do you have evidence that
have you been there before?
I've been to Chebi before, yes.
When?
Oh, it's been a while. I went to a funeral there the last time.
Oh, I mean, Chebi is not as huge as Accra. Yes.
So you have the evidence of that. So you made the point about the presence. No Galamsey no be on the
chrome.
No mujaya na ebejai Ghana there no.
One said the TN say mpani force your bottom free fee. Yes. But then if you shall say would fee. It is
say the presence no adwuma oye no a policy work. A broad kakra.
If you have a policy and the policy out what they ban say ya de bonia na ebi cost wo baby a what tiny baby a wo free na say policy no ene na baby fufura o person cham say
there be so no de obu amai aban no obu amai ni nyina
Chebi kan wana
Chebi kan enti no so ko jai Chebi de Galamsey no na say we njai Kentin Krono de na na yakoka se hwe na akufo do we jai ni krom de o mama na jai Kentin Krono de de ekoso a na no so beka ne say
Debi ensuo ba kopa ne di bube e wo Ghana say achimkwa onum bremu bremu na ayede won ko bremu nani won say the bremu
e matia say ba sem na
make say said the be ya you see
that's what personalizing
no I'm not personalizing I am saying that ye won niam nketenkete bi wo wiase a say e koso na ebi wo na ho a ese se wo hwe say
Enti say wona your presence na sebe na your presence na say wona ofiche bia na Galamsey ko ba bia nka den obe fa IGP ni say on got na Chebi Hong no dey here na say
anka before soldier for no be call other places no na nka hode na jai dada one who said here
hode no soldier for na say osman mo ko ho
Paul say we are the president of this phone assuming this phone is a country na the corruption index wo krum ye 85%. Wobetumi akogina obi a ne krum de e 2% one catch corruption.
So how the mini jurisdiction ho.
Assuming say you invite us kokasa ho.
E say kokasa no nchese wo jurisdiction.
Exactly.
But jurisdiction na wo Ghana na Ghana man nyina jurisdiction ya de kro na ko ba bia. In say Galamsey a na let's say 15 villages na identify, 12 rivers na identify. Yeah policy no to clear all the 12 rivers. Yeah, isolated Chebi say me free hunt me nyan
No, you see, this is the problem. This is the major problem we're facing. Okay? So we feel that or how we fear. If you know how no, as I said, you solve it if you know how no and tem. But say a quiet say a course will be an unfair needy and my president or Tiakunyaso. So what can say yin jai. Not on one a wounded crum no. Now say one of the newspapers they say any Ghana from Pobuna a galamse no. A one free Guinea, Malians and blah blah blah.
Okay, so your problem of your fight.
That was one. And then the third one was on Ghana Yeka idea. Let me read something.
Yeka idea. And also now President Assembly and I said Finance Minister na Dr. Baumia.
Mamin Kaya Divincho.
Okay, so you're still watching Good Evening Ghana.
We are the Public Debt Statistical Bulletin 2020 prepared by the Treasury and Debt Management Division of the Ministry of Finance Ghana. Okay.
Camera.
Paul, are you ready?
Yes.
Here. Gross public debt as at the end of December 2020 stood at 291.63 billion Ghana cedis. And that is $50.83 billion, representing 76.1% of GDP, and an increase of 33.6% compared to the stock in 2019. The public debt, as at the end of 2020, comprises external debt of 141.80 billion Ghana cedis, and that's 24.7 billion. 37% of GDP, and domestic debt of 149.83 billion. That's $26.1 billion, representing 39.1%. The total stock, blah, 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 blah. I can forward it up to you.
Yes,
when you read this,
this is the national debt.
yes, it tells you
the concerns about the national debt.
It tells you that the domestic debt alone represents 76.1% of our GDP.
Yeah, that is owed to the banks in Ghana and other domestic, if you like, books.
And you think it's not a worrying trend?
No, it is. I'm just asking what you did with that.
So I said this, that during Mahama's time, Mayor, one of the people, I was very critical about how the economy was managed under John Dramani Mahama. It do, baby, no. Na mi kofi kura na misuru. Yes, we have Faber was on a sana. I had a jet to Ntina no she.
Sometimes some okay now I do my fair.
No, I do my fair. You do baby crana management to me for catch was wood for and then they're not no shoe. Them say Ghana first. I don't have any other country apart from this country. That time now a 69%
of GDP.
Of GDP. As if say Ghana every now it's 76. Then I said, at that time, me kind some Mahama bon.
Okay, some Mahama bon.
Because we GDP now, what can we see? We are seeing now bomb we. Let's say we see can I yet to can say ya.
When I say no mood,
no mood. Then it is a sanity here there. And the other Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Say no catching and say, "Muba won't mob is here." Yeah, Bobby say by heart to say
by smart borrowings.
Won't Bobby say by heart. Men are now at a grassy one, smart borrowing, no matter. Just won't Bobby say by heart. That's the way to me, Bobby says, somebody here, woman. Our Ghana, her banks, a Kanko, our dear, 76.1% of our GDP there. And then one more time, Mahama.
Ah, Sana Kai.
Yes. And you see, senior.
Now I'm first be a COVID-19, be a baby sana. COVID-19, send an say, COVID. Kofoba Betnefi, say workers, Babetnefi near Tia one COVID. If we are a moment,
but your worker been a question of one you, my dear.
There be seeing you be no where workers, the COVID lockdown time. So
lockdown, where we say, even private sector, any part of the question of fee.
The private sector, they're moving for the bind there when you be.
Let's say, I buy no taxes, you jay.
Taxes be why you jay.
Taxes, I can say you trade in a jay.
A bit to say petrol and cost.
Check Ghana revenue. Now,
Ghana Revenue Authority there, no, my check it, ICOMS, no. And then this are
check it, Paul. Check it.
My check
petrol and cost. I only see petrol
and cost. Some reno.
And see, I didn't say the BR, FBS petrol cost.
There be the American say, COVID time. You see, we more Ghana post a cotton fee. What's an fee cry bit yauka, it's yonka. Wo fie no so.
Ebi ko na ebi ba o.
Lockdown no de ne obi a lockdown proper
lockdown they say na call lockdown.
Obi a ko fie Satan no wo fie. Na nsuo a wo betua ka no water utilities no so. Wakotena fie na yesen tua ka na ban se mentua utilities. Nti na maka na kosoro kakra. Ana kapsi. I'm making. Say me more ECG. Yes, Paul, I don't want to read more ECG because nephew and person be yare COVID aba. Yen person be yare into because nephew. What nephew dey tua o ebia 1000 cedis. 1000 cedis be san dey amount. 1000 e dey mama dey mama me yimu 200 tua water. Yes, water na men ntua o dey tenefie na fa water ni free. Say sa na me be ma
one wa no mu use Ghana water nsu na.
Omu use Ghana water nsu just a borehole for na.
I ono onye dey.
I sound on kwa na ono
You see Paul, this is what I'm talking about.
No, what I'm saying is COVID no and mad death in cost look
and if we are not careful, we'll be singing certain songs any dancing mood. And it is very critical on us as journalists to stand for this country, not our personal interest.
Correct.
Look, if you look at the trend that Africa, leadership in Africa echoes to say our own. Mark my words, the next 10 years ahead of us, if this is how we're going to manage Africa, Africa cannot contain the African.
Say, Ohiani Nyomanana.
Share. People say, Yamem Mebunejuma, Yamem Mebunejuma. Now we are churning out 275,000 graduates a year. What's the plan for them?
No, Asemo.
What's the plan? Paul, somebody should tell me.
Asemo.
And
it requires a national conversation.
No, you hold on.
Yeah.
275,000 graduates, university graduates a year. So if you pick 2019, just 2019, 2020, it's 275,000 times 2 plus 2.
500,000.
500,000.
More.
Then you come to 2021. This is what we're talking about. That the African youth is not a foolish person. The African youth has got a brain. The problem of the African youth is that the leadership is not helping the African youth. Leadership is supposed to create hope.
Since when? Since forever.
It doesn't matter since forever. When you were born, if it is forever, you should have still been a baby. But you are now called Mr.
Because the African youth are Okano and the lack of hope for the African youth. Is it a perennial African problem?
Do we always have to sit down and say that is the problem of the old, so no solution?
No, I'm saying that it calls for a national conversation.
The national conversation,
national
conversation, we've had it over and over and over and over
and over again.
And you're sitting here, Paul, you know very well. Every government comes to say, I've created jobs for the youth. I've done this for the youth. Where?
So solution is there.
The solution is that we need quality leadership.
Great. Super. How do we get them?
Oh, Senior. Are you sure they are not aware?
No, but how do we get them?
Are you sure they are not aware?
So
when you have a vice presidential candidate who stands before the entire country and tell you that 2 years into the Nanado I voted for.
When?
2020 elections.
I've
said it on radio.
And to 2016, man, to 2020.
I have said it on radio.
And then 2020, Utumano.
Oh, I didn't say I voted for
so Utumano there, and you are passing a correct verdict on his first 4 years.
That is why I'm saying that. If I love you and I truly love you from here, I should be able to correct you and let you know that Paul, baby, I will quay.
Now, Captain, December, wako to Obama Pape endorsing his first 4 years. May was wabon.
Ohene. Into me baneo. Me pia school fees and ra. Me pia school fees and ra. Na and then me ba fi. Na wo ma me aka chem se wa fa bo e de abobo TV wo fie ho ni na ntima menka.
Obekana emrede a short. Generally to me, then realization the buy out me who
you see, and only a problem I go Africa. There's no short time in governance. Every time counts.
Okay.
And I am waiting to see a day my hometown chief will not go begging for my road to be constructed. I am waiting to see one day one Ghana where Captain Smart can wake up at dawn and there's still light. I am waiting to see one day a Ghana where people will not queue just for a bottle of water. I am waiting to see one day Chinese will not take over Ghana, that our water river bodies are destroyed, left, center, right. They give us poison and they take our cocoa away. I want to wake up one day and see a Ghana that the teeming youth around We're not going to have...
You want to see a Ghana beyond aid?
It is not about the aid. You can't live without aid. Sitting here as a host, people are helping you. That is aid. Nobody under the sun can ever live without aid. But you cannot live without your brain.
So
we need to make sure our brains are functioning
properly. These are the things you said on Fabio also when you say that
and
you stand by them. And you are making...
I'll keep saying them.
But...
I can be sacked tomorrow.
Obia born is this something that you think we should continue?
And what is wrong with that?
Oh, that's casting...
It's not casting anything. Incompetent,
incompetent.
What wrong?
Nichi say untimi nya adwuma.
David.
Untimi nya adwuma na ide ama no.
And only your brofu tree that woka no. If you are not clever, Nichi say.
Say unya clever.
What wrong?
Nichi say untimi.
Unya clever what wrong? Obi oye incompetent no onya clever.
Is it say no?
And these are the things that the African leader,
as a senior reporter, if you want to confront the government, Dr. Bawumia,
I will never confront
them
Bawumia
with this information. Listen, and the sort of...
Can I tell you something?
But I'm all interviewing that. I think you may have.
Once, it was just about 10-15 minutes when I was on Adom.
Okay.
He came to Joy and then just passed through the studio. Paul, you do something.
Yes.
The last thing I would ever do is to insult Nana Addo.
Yes.
The last thing
you will never do that.
The last thing I would ever do is to insult Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. I was not trained up that way. But the last thing I would not do is to sit down for the Ghanaian youth to keep on suffering. I would not.
That's correct. Until you use your powers of advocacy. So we advocate. So
and I have said it
advocacy to do that.
Over and over again, and I will repeat. Look, say Ghana, on my way, ye hear moja, obi moja, and ye de work Ghana pania, ebe mo manya ye ya, se si ye between ya metwimi moja mfako. Ghana must go beyond where we are today. Are you happy that
what's the next steps?
No, you see, the next step is that ye media no say ye yes sorry aban bia be na djuma. Not about Nanado's government. Not about the next government to come. It's about media and sorry. Say ade we enye. And the first thing we did,
the American media no sorry am to Trump no.
Ade ba ko ye ya. E boa ye ne say. First war against Galamsey. What happened, Paul?
Tell me what happened.
The entire media.
Yes,
rose in support.
Graphic led it, yes.
What happened? We succeeded.
Did we?
To a certain extent. But the political will went away.
The political will, no.
Oh, Basa.
And then it's always the problem.
And you're right. What it means is that the little things I learned from that first Galamsey war is that the media no yes sorry. Paul Kase in Suoni Tantra Hills. My vice president said that 2 years in the first term of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's government, no community, this is what Dr. Bawumia said, no community would ever complain, would have water problem and toilet problem. He said it. Is Tantra Hill having water?
I don't know.
I live there. There's no water.
There's no water, okay.
Huh?
But he will get there.
No, you see, when you give me timelines, you expect me to pardon you?
He said 2 years.
You said 2 years in your first term. You haven't done that.
He's now done 4 years.
So why is the media quiet? Why are we quiet? I love Nana Addo. I like him. I respect him. I will continue to pray for him to be able to achieve something for this country. But when things are wrong, Abba, Massa,
okay, I get your point. I think it's fair.
Ye be na me ko adwuma. Say ye se me nsamra na me je pene se me kwa.
And then okay can be beautiful. O je pene se obeko say.
Wo mo 30 days na so. Na me yere dwene ho. Na me je pene se me kwa. Me ko ka banku.
There will be a program.
Na me ko adwene na me Fabio was no me yato atwene.
There will be.
This is what the media should begin to understand. Bro, I drive at night. Befala pass na your station no one. Me 4 before 30. Na me call office. And I see that, and somebody told me, say, oh, Abroche in Uncle for homeless. And I say, Abroche kwan who port home.
But Abroche Uncle for homeless one day.
I say homeless for Abroche. Me cry me who be. Me cry Abroche me homeless. But homeless no you don't for to cancel.
There be on the coats in the blankets be I know that no.
Homeless no. Homeless no ne can you no.
And can you need a serious matter.
Homeless
can you need you need a very serious.
Homeless no. Aban dwene ne ho.
Aban dwene ho no so ampa.
You live in a country.
You
see, and maintain media no, as I say no, excuse my French, I say we can't see clearly.
Into who agree with this culture of silence here now of a son making ya?
Media, abai mu ni pebia amfre me se men kama no ntum na man kama no antum obeye me bibi. Enti I don't know of this culture of silence or whatsoever. But my boss say, yeah man pressure.
Say no one some making. Some say and yet direct and affairs and or say to say in nam kwan bebre so.
Like Sam Jonah.
Sam Jonah san.
Me say small boy bit radio so did Sam Jonah tell.
Almost why then?
Hwe, I'm in sure the Sam Jonah on. Time a J Kufuor ba him. Be the president of Ghana. That time na Ghana nyina no na ye gold na oboase ho no na ye tuo ye $121 million. J Kufuor picked him and one man called Mr. Bannerman. Okay? And then Anglo Gold for Ibeka home. The first 6 months
of Anglo Gold,
your revenue moving from $121 million to $365 million.
Revenue for the company and now for Ghana.
Oh, send no dear. And the more na revenue ni cost no. Now also we share na woman increase.
But by the time Anglo Gold be fair, na Ghana shares not tiako kra.
Na tiako.
But say 121 na nyina ye dia na say 365.
The golden share na
13%.
The golden share na woman. Na we hin.
Anglo Gold is free mu.
Esamba ya dan samba.
Asamba.
J Kufuor time. The media is quiet. Yakwakoto Sergeant for badge. So when you must have for badge. I him. Now,
Adena energy generating
plant. Adea a yes square. Now you're 2 round hole.
Mekai Sasem.
Okay. Or Sergeant for badge is more than $300 million. It's sitting in Western region and rotting
till today.
And you want me to keep quiet? I would not.
Yo, Captain. I'm saying somehow okay at and you know to say
21st century Greater Accra, capital city of Ghana. In
Futukwan they are doors.
And you want me to keep quiet? No.
So you are saying that the media should address developmental issues and failures of politicians.
The enjoy said some for me what you say and when you say and look,
they dealing with politicians.
These people are hungry.
Leadership.
Everything under the sun, Paul, is leadership.
That's
the rest are just effects.
That's correct. Leadership is the most important.
And if we fail, you see, sometimes you can have a good leader who is lazy. It would take the media to push that leader
to work.
Are we pushing the leaders?
And now, can I say, I think I get your point that media should do more to push our leaders to work and to lead properly. That's the only salvation for our country. And yes, sir, that's ever heard now. Arab Spring in the Beba.
Would him say over 400 radio stations in Ghana? If one day or 1 week, the entire media houses in the whole country says, Yeniso Nawuka, Memeka, Sifakan, Kwaku Maleke, we can, Kufia Domeka, now we can, we are Kushago and a Heneka peace, na ye kwa. Who told you the government will not rise? Fix the country hereby. I didn't know about started church. It is because people are asking, and the media is supporting the people. Anytime you have a failed media, you have a failed country.
So the fourth is the most important.
If you have a failed media, you have a failed country. And gradually we are failing as media. On my essay, 30%
we see media we are about my antima. Yanka leader no. Anyway, Captain, I'm 11 upon home.
Okay.
So the next 1 month we are free. When my 1 week be
maybe
they didn't come about development and
that's a high chair, Beba.
That's why as I'm kasi a okasha one for ya obi anim a okasha ncha wa ba.
You see, I am home at one. Then I first say, Oba or then a back school, a single parent, or te chokodum, or te mamubi, or te teshi, or te makola, titini morim, none a ba every university. Essence onye juma ye. Na akwala na sambet na fie.
Yes, I heard.
Na yesan to aduane ma no so okwa asoro kraje oje offering feed maame ho. The reason is that you say so we are 35 years. Africa ya dream ya conform dodo. Paul. 35 years with 5 years working experience. Akwala no wie university at age 20. And it's all chance to be 35 years. That is one time I'm in Papa and 15.
Now, 35 years are okay for him.
I want to newspapers name. You advertise employment.
I'm a 35-year-old person.
I want to
There be me.
Oh, Paul.
When some graduates, younger people, not 35 years.
Paul, I share.
I'm some people 35 years.
Yeah, share.
Send a middle level. Share a middle level person.
Who be you know? That Kolana we university though. But better not feel no was a burden. Fortunately for them, no more class will be one year church secretaries.
I know we had so
I'm in a master was a secretary. I don't offer a market and so for Indian coin, was all like around. Why are we doing this to the youth?
We'll get there,
Charlie, why?
We'll shake Bill her, some in the Wesley girls for now.
And yet, Paul.
I'm on for. We'll just take a short break. If you have Alvin Slaughter, please play it for me again. Next, I'll be speaking to Sheikh. I'll speak to him for just 10 minutes. I need to speak to him to be on our Facebook page so you can watch it in detail. If you are falling asleep, good night. Sleep. Captain Smart has given us food for thought. This is also going to be on video on demand on our Facebook page. Thanks. And Sheikh will join me.